do have to ask you because I have it pulled up here. I did it one time. Let's because like you said, I mean, when Bobby asked about the competitive fire, let's talk about this one.
Yeah.
One of the most famous pictures in Texas racing, my man. San Antonio Speedway in the truck. God, I love that photo.
Yeah. That's fire, Bob. That's fire, Bobby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was and don't get me wrong. Last night I saw that on the Facebook and I said, I got church friends on social media.
Sorry, dude. I forgot about that.
But hey, it's great witness though, and I'm going to say right now, I can't. I'll tell you real. I've worked real hard. That guy in that picture, I admire his desire, and he had a hell of a temper when he got pushed too far, and I like to think that we're still. I'm still that guy, but I'm not that guy. Davey Allison said one time, he said, I'm going to get pushed, but I'm going to push back twice as hard as what I get. And I think for a long time, I got a reputation as a dirty driver. I got a reputation as an angry, aggressive driver. But I drove everybody with respect and I didn't appreciate it if I didn't get it back. And that was one of those times where, that's a friend of the family's. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I never got an apology for that. And, like Bobby said, we're like elephants. We don't forget a damn thing. And, and he's a friend of the family. I have no hard feelings to him. But what that picture doesn't show is that we wrecked coming off of turn 4. And I heard it. My mama was spotting for me. We wrecked coming off of turn 4 in San Antonio, and it's Steve Green. And, he got his nose under me. He kind of wiggled me up, and we're coming to checkered flag. And my mom, being my mom, she starts screaming, "Oh my God, he's going to wreck you. He's going to wreck you." And I can't see what she's seeing, but I can feel him pushing me. And he did. He turned us coming off of 4, but he took both of us into the outside wall and then in the inside wall. And I stopped about 5 foot short of the finish line, finished second. He slid backwards across the finish line. So he's actually facing me in that picture, and he's flipping me off. So I got to flip him off. So, but he didn't get caught with it. I got caught with it, and at that time we were running USRA. We had won the championship the year before. We were leading, if I remember right, going into that weekend. We had I think it was in July, and I'm pretty sure we had wrapped that championship up. We had a hefty 100-something point lead. And that ended that night because I got suspended for 2 weeks and they took 75 championship points away and I tried to deny it. They called me and told me that I was going to be suspended and dock some points for unsportsmanlike conduct on the front straightaway. And I said, well, what did I do? And Rick Day told me what I did. And I told him, I said, you're full of it, man. I said, I didn't do anything like that. And then when they sent me an official notice in a big envelope, with, my suspension and my dock of points, and it was real professional. And in that envelope, I believe if I'm right, there was that picture. And you can't deny it, when they sent me the picture, and there's an official standing over my shoulder watching me do it. But But yeah, I mean, it happens. It's an emotional sport, and I've given. How do you put it? And so many people have, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But I've given so much in my life, for what some people would say is my hobby. It's way more than a hobby. It's way more than a hobby.